Hey guys, welcome to Steffi's Corner. I'm just going to do a quick get ready with me today. I'm going to be using the Naughty palette, BH Cosmetics. I'm going to go into the shade Mold and put that in my crease. Sorry for the light coming through the window. I'm using the Jessup 221 Luxe Soft Crease Brush. Not as soft as I thought it would be, but it's okay. It's a little bit darker shade than I thought it would be. They blend out a lot better with primer, but seeing how they work by themselves. I'm going to get a little bit denser brush. This one's from Wet n Wild. No name, but just a dense Wet n Wild brush. A little bit shorter in the bristle. I'm going to go into this color Yuletide. Put that on the outer lid. Just tapping motions. Sorry if that sunlight is bothering you. That's pigmented. That's nice. And just giving a little kick up in the pan, but no fallout. Just have a couple of appointments today, so not doing anything grand. I'm going to put a little bit more of that Yuletide under the eye. Bring it up on the outer. Just extend that eye. I'm going to put a little of that to deepen the crease. I have hooded eyes, so. Alright, nice. I'm going to go into the color Decked Out. Put that all over the lid with my finger. That's a really pretty gold shimmer. The bronzy side of gold. Pretty. I like it. I'm going to use Cheers as my inner corner highlight. I don't worry about getting it messy because I fix it later. Alright. Natural light there. It's pretty. I'm going to bring it a little more into the lid. About a third, just to brighten the top of that bronzy gold there. Put a little more bronzy gold. Make sure I don't lose that color. Nice. I like that. A little bit of that bronzy gold decked out. I'll put it on the center of the lower lash line with a brush this time. I don't want it to be too intense. Just a nice little bit to tie it together. Nice. Now I'm just going to take a Natural Foundation C220 from Royal and Langnickel. It's a really nice soft fuse brush. Just to kind of blow out that edge. Lovely. Finger and sharpen up that edge a little bit. Not worried about this outside. That's going to go away when I put on my foundation and concealer. Nice. Just a little bit of fallout. Brush that away. For my liner, I'm going to be using this NYX retractable eyeliner in the color Bronze. I'm going to take that on the outer lid, lash line, just to give my eyes a little bit of lift. I have hooded lids, so I can't really do a regular wing. I'll bring this out just a little bit, following my lower lash line there, just to give it a nice little lift. Like that. A little bit grabby on this pencil. I've had more smooth pencils. It's a little bit skippy. Alright. And I just use the tissue to make that line a little more harsh. You can use a Q-tip if you'd like. This one. Make that bottom edge there. Jessup 226 smudger. Just gonna bring that in a little bit so it's not so harsh on the bottom. Now I'm going to make my eyes pop with a little of this Wet n Wild Sapphire and Ice. Put this on the outer lash line here. Little smudger again. Soften that out. This time I'm only going in, not out with the brush. Okay. I'm going to put some sunscreen on. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. My favorite, SPF 40. I'll put this on before I do my mascara so I'll have time to soak in. For the mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Sky High. This is the brown. The wand is very, very flimsy. I'm actually going to do the tips first. Then I'm going to do bottom to top. Okay. Second coat, just bottom to top. Deepening that base, add a little bit of volume. For the bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Caliray Color High Water. This one still only comes in black. Nice stiff brush there. Just a little. Make me look like I have lashes on the bottom, at least. Might not show up very well. Good. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild highlighter pencil just to brighten up the eye just a little bit. Any of that mascara jumped in. I'm going to use the Milani Stay Put eyeliner in Moss Gloss, just in the outer top waterline to find my lashes. Can you see the difference? This one has the dark underneath and this one's still light. So it just makes me look like I have a little more lash there. I've had this Dominique Cosmetics Blur and Moisture Serum Primer. One pump of that. Focus on my central face because that's where I get oily and the makeup comes off. And then blend it out towards the outer. Today I'm trying this new Foria in the color 245. Heard good things about it. Seen a few videos. It does have a pump. One. I'm going to give it 2. I'll start with dotting the cheeks. We'll see if this isn't too light for me. The face. It's nice and thick, but not too thick. It is showing a bit of brush strokes. So I'm just going to buff over that a little bit. Give it a little tap. I think it's a good match. It does accentuate my pores some though. But we'll use a little powder to fix that. Coverage is pretty good. I can still see just a little bit of hyperpigmentation coming through on the cheeks. Covered up the redness of my nose good. I do have a little cold right now I'm getting over. Had a little darkness here. Still see a little bit of that coming through. So I would say it's medium coverage. It's pretty good. You could probably build it up to full, but I don't like full coverage. This is actually a little bit heavier coverage for me, but that's fine. Next time I'll use one pump. My brows, this is the Benefit. It's all worn off. It's either the 3.5 or the 4. It's almost gone. everything up. This doesn't give great hold. I just like to make sure all the lashes are covered so they show up nicely. What's the tip? I tend to do my harder eye first because I don't know why, it comes out better. If I try to do it last, it just seems like it takes me forever. Well, you get to see half natural light and half ring light. Sorry if the blinds are annoying. Use the tip to color just a little bit on the skin underneath where I have some patches that the skin shows through. Looks good. Okay. And I just leave it like that to dry. For my blush, I'm going to use the Mora, my darling in 04. I'm going to use this Baddington brush to buff it down. That's pretty. I think I want a little bit more. This brush is really soft and that blends out super nice. I like that. Looks good. Just a little bit on the nose. Nice and fresh. Alright. A little bit up here. Look like I got a little bit of sun. Me and the sun don't get along. Gotta make it look like I got a little sun. This blends out really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. They put out good stuff. Alright, just a light little hint of sun. Use this e.l.f. lip scrub in coffee. It's winter and my lips are really dry. Just going to take any residual powder blush I have on this Wet n Wild special collection I got for Christmas one year and just tap that over because I don't want it to disappear. It doesn't add any color, just sets it down a little bit. Now for the bronzer, using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And the packaging is too big, so I broke the back off. But here's the shade. I like a little bit deeper shade, especially for under the jaw here, to help hide those wonderful aging gels. And I use bronzer for contour. I don't really look very good in cool tones. Just kind of looks dirty on me. A double chin here. Their gel. And I'm just tapping in very lightly. Just boop. There. Nice. Now I'm going to take this top tip of the brush. I'm going to tap that in. Tap, tap. And just go just under that blush. Turn it to the side. Buff it just a little. Just to define that cheekbone a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Nose. Go on the flare of the nose. Okay, there. Try to make my nose a little bit smaller. I'm holding my brush like this. All the product to go primarily on the side. Again, in that triangle. Tip of the nose there. just under the tip. Blend till you can't see the harsh lines. Now I take the full brush and tap or press, and then I press it to my hairline on this side, then buff it in. I have a tall forehead, so this helps. Go down to the outer edge of the brow, and this brings the attention right here and covers this big old corner. And press light taps to start. Make sure I get it where I want it, then buff. I'm going to be using this Coty Airspun Loose Face Highlighter in Snow Much Ice. Has a puff. A lot of product though, so I don't want that much. It's got a nice little filter in here. If you don't like glittery looks, you won't like this one. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Holiday Collection brush. Nice and light and floofy. I'm going to take the powder puff and just tap, tap, and then tap it off on my hand. Right on the cheeky. Buff it in good. And go up to the temple here. Alright, tap. Got a little too much at first, so I'm just buffing that out. And then up to the temple. I don't like a blinding highlight, just a nice glow. And take a little bit, squeeze the brush, put it on the bridge and tip of the nose. Upper lip, Cupid's bow. Oh, I forgot the underlip. That way it makes it look, makes the bottom lip look a little bit bigger. Just a little. And I'm going to take my blushy brushy, blend that highlighter down a little bit. So I'm going to add a little more flat. I'm going to take my by pores, by it, little triangle puff. Let's get a little bit and scrape it off. And then just go over these pores right here. Not going to the under eye because I haven't done that yet. Same on the other side. I'll set my chin because it comes off fastest. Set my nose, same. And center of the forehead. Get rid of those pores. All right. Take what's left on the highlighter brush, just put it in the arch of my brows. This is the new formula of the Boing in the shade number 2. This was the previous version. I like the previous better. It's creamier. This upper portion here, this is the rest of the Boing. This lower portion, that was what I had left of I think a Becca. But this top portion is the Boing. You see how this is so much more brown, less pink? Anyway, maybe I'll try the 1 instead of the 2. I don't know. I'm going to go into the Boing with my pinky. Pick up a little bit of that. Rub it between my 2 pinkies. Nice and emollient. And then tilt my pinkies up so I don't get too much on the cheek. Just tap that into those troughs. And tap it on my dark outer. And go on in with what's left. Work it in up to the corners. Alright. That takes away any eyeshadow mistakes. And that highlighter in the inner corner is now nice and neat. Turn the finger up for the sharper edge. There we go. And I wipe my pinkies off and then I buff down below. Just pat it to blend it in. And that helps hide those little circles. I can never get rid of my circles. Now I'm going to take the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Corrector from Maybelline. Click it. Then I'm going to just tap it onto the tip of this brush here. Then right where I'm the darkest, I'm just going to set that in there. Barely touching the skin to brighten that trough. Then out here, I get a lot of redness in this corner. Again, just barely touching the skin. Use a lot or more than just a tiny bit, it is going to settle in your lines. So just to brighten wherever I have darkness. Hello, darkness. You guessed it, my old friend. On this side, I have not gotten more product. I want to just keep going and see. I don't get more product unless I see I need it. See how I've got product still on there? Tap that into the trough. Barely touch the skin to brush it down. In the outer corner. Press this in because I have fine lines here on my outer corner. Some darkness around that nose. Around the outer lip. Now I'm going to take that powder puff. I'm not going to add any more product. I'm just going to tap down so that stays put and it doesn't look quite so shiny. I'm going to use the Maybelline vinyl. Love this stuff. Make sure I don't have any more sugar on my lips. Little extra underneath. And that's going to stay put all day. It might rub off a little bit when I eat, but mainly, you know, it just fades out in the center. This is the final look. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to continue on my makeup loving journey. Have a great day.